So the last trading session in the Wall Street was indeed positive, but how much positive it would have been actually for you is a big question. So I would say it's a tepid green session. We don't, or we hardly seen any moves as far as the Wall Street is concerned, and let us see how it is going to impact the trend in today's trading session. And the most important thing here is we will enter into the Christmas week. So I've been telling this thing again and again. You will see less volumes, and the volatility will increase sharply with less volume. So if you don't know how to deal with this kind of situations, just stay out of it. Okay, enjoy your holidays. Don't try to be something, or don't try to be someone which you are not. Now, as far as the trend is concerned, as you can see, for the last this is a weekly chart. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, the chart is indicating that the downtrend continues as far as Dow Jones is concerned. So as far as the long term chart is concerned, the trend is on the downside. So don't think otherwise, that there is something miraculous which is going to happen. Now, talking about today's trading session, we have specific moves to look at, or we have very specific levels to look at. So there is a very narrow range in between which Dow Jones is trading right now. So just follow the range and don't try to go below this, otherwise unless and until you want to go short. So short and long will happen above or below this range. This is consolidation range for a very short term. So right now, if you are looking at this range, we have 32,655 and 32,584 as far as the lower end of the range is concerned, and on the upside we have 33,041. So this is the basic or the narrow range we have here, and as I told you, any downside or upside will only start if Dow Jones started trading either above 33,041 or below 32,584. Right now the trend is negative, and Dow Jones has already started moving lower. I think I must add one more level. So the Dow Jones has already started moving lower, so you have another level which is 33,000. Below 33,000, Dow Jones is moving towards 32,655 and 32,584 as far as the lower end of the range is concerned. Now, talking about the Nasdaq, which is I think the weakest one. Okay, I think the weakest one. So let's go and see how Nasdaq is looking right now. So this is how the chart of Nasdaq looks as far as the range is concerned, and basically this is also range bound right now, or as of now. So the range we have here looks something like this. Now you can see, and obviously because the volatility in the Nasdaq is way higher compared to Dow Jones, so the levels or the movements we have here is, here we are on the upside, you have your resistance at 10,592 and 10,600, and on the upside we have, beg your pardon, on the downside we have our support at 10,491 and 10,449. So this is the basic range in between which Nasdaq is trading, but here also the trend is on the downside as we have seen in Dow Jones. Okay, and as far as S&P 500 is concerned, there is hardly any movement, and as I've been telling you that the overall trend or the big trend, if you are looking at, I've been saying this thing for the last 2 or 3 sessions, that the overall trend is on the downside. So don't think otherwise, because or don't extrapolate something which you don't understand or which the market is not indicating. Forget about the rest of the things. So as of now, in the nearest term or in the short term time frame, this is what we can have as far as the range is concerned. And now you can see what the S&P 500 is indicating is your resistance of 4,085 on the upside, and we have our support in between 3,500 and 3,525. Okay, so this is what we have here as far as the next support is concerned. So basically the overall trend is on the downside, and for S&P 500 it is very clear that the big trend is not or will not end at 10,000 3,500, because if I may look at the, so this is the big resistance on the upside, but the big support on the downside will look something like this, and we are somewhere in middle of this trend. So if it falls below 3,500, then it would be a big problem, but because it is a support, this range is a support, we are looking at the support. So the stable one, okay, so S&P 500 is the most stable one, and it is indicating that uh, the big trend is on the downside. So better be aware about Dow Jones and Nasdaq. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.